touching circles. Externally touching circles. If two circles touch each other externally. Now here see A and B. A and B are the centers of a circle. These two circles touches each other externally in point C. Now these 3 points A, C, B are collinear. Here we are taking radius of circle with center A as capital R and radius of circle with center B as small r. Here line L is the common tangent for these two circles. Now this is a tangent, therefore this line L is perpendicular to both radii of the circles. Now here, as these two circles touch each other externally, therefore the distance between their centers we are taking here and we are find out the distance between their centers. So here AC is a radius of the first circle with center A and BC is the radius of the second circle with center B. Now here, as these 3 points, point A, B, C, these 3 points are collinear, therefore AB equal to AC plus BC. Here we are taking point C lies between A and B, therefore AB equal to capital R plus small r. Here, if two circles are touch each other externally, then the distance between their centers is nothing but the sum of their radii. If two circles touching each other internally, then here we are taking A and B are the centers of a circle. Capital R is the radius of a circle with center A and small r is the radius of a circle with center B. Now again this line is a common tangent. Now here C is the point of contact. Again we have to find out the distance between the centers of a circle A, B. Now here AB equal to AC minus BC. Here A dash B dash C means point B lies between A and C. Therefore AB equal to capital R minus small r. Here we have to take capital R means the radius of a circle with center A is greater than the radius of a circle with center B. If we are taking capital R as the largest radius and small r as the smallest radius, then we have to take here the distance between the centers AB equal to capital R minus small r. Arc of circle. Here O is the center of a circle. Line L is a secant of a circle intersecting the point the circle in point A and B. C and D are the points on the circle. Now here, due to this line L, the circle is divided in two parts. Okay. Now here ACB, this part contains the center of a circle and ADB not contains the center of a circle, means to the another side. Therefore we have to say that arc ACB is the minor arc whereas arc ADB is the major arc. So here we have to say that the arc where the center lies is the major arc, that is arc ACB is the major arc whereas arc ADB is a minor arc. Central angle and measure of an arc. Now here O is the center of a circle. PSQR are the points on the circle. Now here the vertex of the angle lies on the center of a circle. Therefore, this angle POQ is known as the central angle. Now here again the circle is divided in two parts. Arc ASQ as the minor arc and arc PRQ as the major arc. Now here measure of the arc PSQ, that is the arc PSQ. This arc is the minor arc. Its measure is equal to the measure of the central angle. That is, measure of minor arc is equal to the measure of its corresponding central angle. We know very well that measure of complete circle is 360 degree. Therefore, measure of the major arc equal to 360 degree minus measure of corresponding minor arc. Now see here, we are taking PSQ as the minor arc and PRQ as the major arc. These two completes the circle. Therefore, if we have to find out the measure of the major arc, then we have to subtract the measure of the minor arc from 360 degree by using this formula. Now measure of the semicircle is 180 degree, that is half of the 360 degree. Therefore, measure of semicircular arc or measure of the semicircle is nothing but 180 degree.